was little. Mm-hmm. I loved every rapper. You know what I'm saying? I try to copy what they did. You know what I'm saying? And it's a new day now, and I just feel like, you know, they pushing it on our younger generation.
Listen, I love rap, I love hip hop, I love our culture. But, you know, I saw you say that, you know, you feel like he is a negative influence. Why are we acting like rappers haven't been negative influences for years? Whether it's talking about murder, celebrating the drug culture, the gang culture, violence against women, like we just as negative. So how is he the person that you decide to point at and say, oh, you're ruining it for the kids? What have street rappers done to the kids?
I really get offended when it was like he was saying that he would go up there and perform naked in front, you know, all the shit, all the people. And I was like, damn, you know, all these straight people in the world, all these millions of kids gonna watch this, and no straight rapper ain't gonna say, hey, nah, nigga, nigga, we don't want you on that TV. Nobody's not gonna, you know.
Yeah, I don't understand that logic, Boosie. I saw you say that people be trying to be straight. How you try to be straight? If you're straight, you ain't gotta try to be. I don't care.
Run it back again.
On the video, you said people trying to be straight. You said Lil Nas will dance in front of the men, and this, you know, these little boys trying to be straight. I'm like, how you try to be straight?
No, I'm just saying as far as if you got your kids watching TV.
Mm-hmm. And let me help Boosie out in that instance. Charlemagne's a smart guy. I need to speak with one of you really smart individuals that want to talk to the streets about things, right? Because I can dance the same way y'all can dance. Nonetheless, he doesn't mean trying to be straight. What he meant to say is trying to be traditional. When you want to raise your children with traditional values, right? Now, continue.
Would you want, if you trying to straight raise strong young black men, would you be cool with your kids sitting there watching it?
Strong black men not gonna be.
Would you be cool with sitting there, if you trying to raise that, and would you be cool and sitting there watching Nas X go up there and take his clothes off?
What age we talking about?
You're part of the problem.
What age we talking about? Because I don't want my kids looking at anything sexual at a certain age.
Yeah, at a certain age.
You hear that? As I've said that. Go back 10 episodes.
Because by the way,
I'm just saying, this is a national stage. This is a national stage.
Man, Boosie, we grew up seeing worst images on TV, man. We seen dudes on TV holding guns.
See, Boosie, he know what he's saying, but they're poking holes in it from a technical standpoint. So he has to answer these questions more technical, right? And it'll take somebody like me that doesn't know it all. I don't want to act like that, right? Because I don't know it all, and I'm very unaware of a lot of the nuance that's involved with these conversations. But I do understand the technique of what's happening in regards to when we having a conversation about something this serious, this sensitive, and this detrimental to people's feelings in regards to if the wrong thing is said, you know. So it's a dance you got to dance around, man.
Like I said, you know, celebrating violence against women, the drug culture, right, the gang culture,
and all this leads to
With It's Up There podcast.
My opinion.
I don't
I can if I feel that way, I'ma say it.
I respect
and
it.
I mean it. You know, like, you may not feel that way. They may not feel that way, but I feel that way.
Do you feel like you've ever been a negative influence to the kids?
Yes, I've been a negative influence. Yeah,
okay.
but at the time I was so, I was just rapping my life. You know, I'm just, I wasn't the rapper who rapped the movies. You know, I couldn't go in there and rap the movies. I went in there and rap about what happened that day to me. Rap about what happened that night to me. You know, so I never thought I was affecting the culture until I came home and damn near all my friends was in dead or in jail.
With It's Up There podcast.
You know what I'm saying? So, I wasn't trying to affect the culture like that as far as negativity. I was just writing my life stories.
Now, what about when you see an artist, you talked about rappers, like when you see like Birdman and Lil Wayne kissing each other.
With It's Up There podcast.
You see, Turk talking about some of the stuff that they did, because it's the same thing.
Nah.
Why not?
how them niggas rocking that city, you know, they really on some old mafia shit. You know, like them niggas, you know, them niggas get on them drugs, you know, like them niggas be them niggas different out there, you know what I'm saying? Like Baton Rouge, you ain't kissing nobody. You know, they ain't never been down there, but I done seen niggas in the city, they different. New Orleans, they on some mafia shit. They come from, you know, thinking they mafia made, like the Marcellos and all that shit, you know, like they, you know, so I understand that. I understand that, you know.
Because they're under the same thing. If a kid sees that, they might not understand it and see their favorite rappers kissing each other and be like, okay.
Right.
That's a good point.
I just want you to lead them people along, Boosie.
Good
I
point right
ain't
there.
kicking with nobody.
Yes,
like,
you are.
I don't have
Leave people alone, Boosie.
I don't have.
They not bothering you.
Hey, look, bro. Like the people who so-called hate me in the LGBT community, like I don't know them. Like everybody who in my life, my other assistant, a family member, like our gay people, I have good relationships with them. They're great.
But you're not gonna tell. I know they tell you to stop.
You know, but
they tell you to stop. Boosie, do they tell you to stop?
Nah.
You lying.
Nah, real shit. They understand.
All right, so let me ask you this.
They understand. Like they understand.
You do have gay people.
They be like, I wish people really knew that you don't, you know, have, you know,
right, we saw that you took a picture with Flame Monroe, who is trans.
We was talking all downstairs.
Right.
You know, my family is built on legacy.
What about women on women? Do you mind that?
So he's about to speak about now. Would he allow his son to?
I don't mind. Like
we allow his son to marry someone from the same sex, and he denies it. So let's hear the thoughts on that.
You wouldn't go to the wedding. You wouldn't say I love you anyway.
I would tell her I love her, but I wouldn't go to the wedding.
But you like watching girls with girls, Boosie?
Because you know my family is built on legacy.
Oh, that's his dog.
You know, if I let that slide, that shit gonna slide from my son, from my grandson, and I'm gonna lay it down to where they gonna know that you know
I just think life is a lot harder for people who are gay. People don't just
you pretty much disowning them. I can't.
No, hell no. I'ma love them to death, but I won't support marriage. I'm not giving my child away to another woman.
You see, this is where it gets interesting, right? Because number one, I do want to be clear and make no mistake about it. There is a lot of things happening to LGBT community people out in the real world, right? They get attacked. They are marginalized. There's a lot happening that places them in situations to feel some of what blacks have been feeling for a long time, you know. With that being said, though, I want you to notice something, right? It's never really the black woman. It's never really the auntie, the sister. It's the black man, right? And I know sometimes it gets rough for people to look and view things from the black man's eyes, and why we see danger in things, and why we see things to be an attempt to try to X us out. We're dealing with a level of trauma as well, right? But I think somewhere down the line, when you deal with black women, you know, they some of the most forgiving, some of the most nurturing, some of the most passionate people, and maybe somewhere along the lines they can feel what the LGBTQ community goes through, right? In regards to the plight, they can kind of share some of what's happening. Because I hear a lot of people ask me like, hey, yo, Loon, why you think black women support the LGBTQ community so much? And, you know, we know our sisters and our queens are like, they're forgiving, they're lovers, they're passionate, persistent, you know. So they have a level of compassion that very few humans have. And also it could be from back in the day when they've been forced to accept things and look over things and let things go and get through things, right? But for some reason, people are viewing that and seeing it, and they don't really understand why or what is it. And I would love to have a conversation, and you can't do this with one black woman because her saying won't be the end all be all. But I would love to have a bunch of black women sitting down and just kind of comb through what that's about and how that presented itself, right? Because they have support from our women. Our women support them. Our men support them. You know, we don't want anyone being harmed or hurt or attacked because of who they choose to lay down with. We also want to protect our families and our children and things like that. So your personal business is always your personal business. We respect it from that standpoint. But some of black men are in this place where the transition from the non-traditional lifestyle to what now is the traditional lifestyle is catching some of the black men in a state of shock, and it has them thinking like, oh, it's danger, they're gonna X us out, we're not gonna, next thing you know, our families and this and that. I mean, I'm telling you what I'm being told, right?
So
I would love her to death, but I'm not. I don't want to start that. As me, I have the right to do that. As parents, we have the right to do that. Mm-hmm. Everybody parent different, but as parents, once that child come out, you make those decisions, and that's what the world need to know. Like,
Boosie, you're right. You're entitled to your opinion. The only thing I disagree with is the fact that you say Lil Nas X is a super negative influence on the kids. And you said something earlier. You talked about, when you came home, a lot of your fans was in jail or dead. So when you say things like, you want to beat up Lil Nas X, you could possibly be encouraging violence against gay people, man. So that's what I would tell you to watch.
I wouldn't encourage, because they are 4 times more likely.
But that's what I'm saying. So don't even.
I just told you, gay people not after me in the real world.
So they're suggesting the fact that because he said that if you were at a show and you get naked on stage and I'm there, I'm gonna snatch you off the stage because there's kids watching. They're suggesting just by Boosie saying that someone may go and harm Lil Nas X, which they're explaining a hate crime. So they're basically saying that what Boosie is doing, the response to that could be a hate crime, and he could possibly be accountable for it.
This is just social media. The world did this. Gay people don't, in the real world, they even have gay people at my concerts, bro, in the real world, people respect me for, standing up, and they gonna take me a long way in life. I'm, regardless if ain't nobody other rapper spoke about it,
But I'm saying
that singles me out.
You could be encouraging violence against gay people. He even said,
I'm not I never said. I know.
You said wanted to beat him up.
No, for going up there and he wanted to get naked. And if I was there at the awards on the front row and he got naked right there, I would drag him
I don't think anybody should get naked at an award show.
If a straight person got on the stage naked, you would do the same thing.
Of course.
A straight person.
If he wasn't gay, you saying a straight person got on stage, you would do the same
fucking
thing.
Right. If he got naked, I would fuck him up.
So it's not about being gay. Don't get naked on an award stage.
You don't get naked on with children. You want your children to see pussy? Come on, bro.
So you feel like that about the women who go up there and do that too, then?
Who get naked on the
or who do get naked, dance sexually, do sexual stuff on stage?
You ain't finna turn this around on those strippers on me.
Man, what is you talking? You gonna have all the strippers, man.
I need my strippers. They already trying to ban me. I need my strippers. No down talk on the strippers.
Have they tried to ban you from shows and concerts like you seen with the baby? Have they tried to with you?
Nah. My shows are even packer than ever. You can't ban me, I'm not part of those festivals that you can take me off. I do my own festivals. I do a birthday bash in Mississippi. I'm doing this year. I do my Boosie bash. That's August 28th coming up, and I make crazy. Bro.
You remember? We all remember that Coke can in the video, the Coke can in the shower video. Remember you did that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did the Lil Nas X video make you think of that situation?
Nah. That was just a situation with me, coming to the pen and not knowing the rules, So okay. I got my eyes bust just not knowing the rules.
I just don't like to see brothers causing themselves unnecessary stress, and I don't like us causing unnecessary stress to people. That's all, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people are free to be who they are. Because, look, you have people in your life who are gay, people who work with you. You have family members.
Right.
And you have no problem taking pictures with people if they're gay.
Right.
So the thing that bothers you is the representation
to the
on
kids.
Television. Is that what it is?
Yeah, television bothers me. When I came home from jail, it bothered me. I was like, God.
So it's television and the kids,
losing my eyes,
having the LGBTQ stuff in them areas.
Kids, they're gonna be stirred that way. In this day and age, they're gonna really be stirred that way. I just feel like we gotta.
I just feel we're gay before.
But everybody wanna be. Everybody got the right to what they wanna be. If you wanna have your kids gay, you can have your kids gay. If you want to protect your kids from being gay, you have that right.
Well, I don't know that you want to have your kids gay. It's just that if your kids are gay, they're just gay. Because I do think life is harder for you if you are gay. Because there's a lot of 4 times the chance of violence more than the average person.
See, that's
and
another word we don't
on
have to
LGBT.
Hey, yo, hold on. That's a word we don't have to use. This is not the oppression Olympics. Life is harder for you if you're gay. I'm not sure if life is harder for anyone than a black male, right? I don't know. Now, gay black male, that's what they'll probably talk about, but I don't know that to be the case. And let's not immediately draw those type of conclusions without any sort of real evidence, right? When you say 4 times more likely to be attacked, we gotta ask by who. When you see these statistics are done by focus groups, right? So whatever the outcome they want to happen, they look for the information. They look for the information to coexist with the outcome that they want to present to the people. So you got to understand that about statistics too.
Community. So I do think you make your life harder. So I don't think anybody's like, I just want to be gay because I've seen it on TV. It's how you feel. Because I've never kissed a woman. I've never done any of those things. And I see it all the time. But that doesn't mean I want to do it. Because I think you have to feel like that's who you are to be able to relate to that. I don't think.
Was you raised not to do it?
I wasn't raised anyway because I've been around. I'm from New York. So I've seen it all. And I have friends who are gay. I have friends who are trans. But it's never made me say that's what I want to be.
Okay.
You think people are born gay, or you think they?
I don't know.
He has no idea.
I don't know. I don't. Not
right,
a gay,
and you've
I'm not
seen
a gay,
it too, and it doesn't make you want to say.
I'm not a gay spologist or whatever. You know.
What?
But you've seen a.
A doctor.
What about the We TV show? I heard you had a We TV show, but they pulled.
I was doing a reality show and.
So that's just some of it. Y'all can go check out the rest of it. Not sure. I don't think we got nothing else we need to speak about today. Let me see. Not necessarily that we just have to speak about. We'll see y'all next week. It's Up There Podcast. Yeah. We'll see y'all next week. It's Up There Podcast. Subscribe. Go get you some merch. Go to Patreon. Follow Instagram. FOGFO TV. The new one on YouTube. It's Up There Podcast on YouTube. It's Up There Podcast on Patreon. It's Up There Podcast on Teespring. Make sure you tap in. Show some support. Appreciate everybody that's tapped in. It's 100 and 200,000 people that listen to this. We appreciate y'all. Y'all the biggest fans. Y'all the biggest supporters. We couldn't do it without y'all. We building the YouTube back up right now as we speak. Share it with somebody that'll share it with somebody. The biggest one.
This is not the Joe Budden Podcast. This is not $1 million worth of game. This is not the Brilliant Idiots. This is It's Up There Podcast with Looney.
With It's Up There Podcast.